Valhalla! Happy Thursday! How could we not start off with a good old Valhalla? Let's not cut ourselves before we even get going. This thing's breaking in real nice, y'all. I highly recommend picking one of these up. That's just a win right there. That's just a straight shooter with upper management written all over it. What's up, Henry, Marco, anything Emerson Wave, Joe, Robo, Steven? Hey, man. Nice shot. Nice shot. You guys are the real deal. The real ones. The official. Alright, get this out of my ear. Just gotta always make sure it's on the up and up. Especially paranoid since some of the footage from Blade Show was a little jacked up. Long story short, I got an update on my phone on Saturday. Pass around. What's up, Leonard, man? I am on a pass around that's been going since February. I'll probably get it in another month and a half. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my pass around. Want to get in? Want to get in? Why not? Costs you nothing. Costs you this much. Well, it'll cost you as much it'll cost to ship it to the next person in the list. What's up, Brian? Macaroni. Yeah, so I got an update on my phone on Saturday when I was sleeping. Sunday morning, it's like resets. Oh, you know, your phone had an update, whatever. Fine. Well, as you know, I'd had some issues with my screen. I got a new screen. Ever since I got a new screen, my microphone's kind of whacked out. So I can't just use the regular video that I've always used for like a year and a half. I had to use the Pro Video feature, which is fine. But Pro Video, you have to go in and you have to make, you know, things. You set this, you set your aspect ratio, you set your, you know, 4K, whatever. One of them is the microphone. Long story short, the update reset those settings. I did not know that, and so it booted my microphone to the Omni, which is what's jacked up. So several of the tables and moves I went to ended up being not great for sound quality. But then what I did is I ended up, because I got the new computer, I got the Cougar running. So instead of editing on my old computer like I have been, that wasn't able to accept kind of newer software because it's old, the new one here, I ended up putting DaVinci Resolve on there. If anyone knows about editing, it's a little harder on the learning curve. What's up, Paul? How are you? Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Lanyard Man knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, we'll get into it soon here. Yeah, so uploaded the DaVinci Resolve, was able to kind of learn pretty quickly kind of some of the stuff I needed to do as far as maybe fixing the color a little bit, because the lights in there were bright, shining down and creating a lot of a washed out color. I fixed that a little bit, and then my sound I was able to pull out and then kind of fix some of it. Some of it wasn't great. I apologize. Luckily, at the Romette table, the microphone that Vu had was correct, and then mine was bad. And so mine was corrupting all the audio because they weren't independent. They're linked, even though what's coming out of Vu's mic sounded good. It still, mine kind of messed it up a little bit. Long story short, I apologize. Try to give the best I can. I get stressed out about it when I don't. But that will be something for me to learn for the future. And dude, anybody else have cottonwood seeds dropping like snow right now? Because in Minnesota, I don't know how there aren't cottonwood seeds covering this entire state. That's how many they drop every year. But man, it really makes my eyes irritated and itchy. No doubt about it. What's up, Hinder Collector? Were you in Atlanta? I did not see you, which is too bad. Hopefully at the next one. Right-handed knitting? Huh? What? Did I say knitting? Knitting. What's up, Marty? Oh, good Lord. I mean, we'll get off on a bang here. Good. I mean, not good. I'm glad that you weren't there, which is the reason I didn't see you there. Because if you were, I would have hoped that we would have known and bumped into each other. You know what I'm saying? Had to deal with Cottonwood last month. Robo, it's like 2 months here in Minnesota. It's been going since before I went to Atlanta. And yesterday, it was coming down like pretty good. My nose holes don't like the cottonwoods. Yep, that's for sure. Yeah, when it snows in June, I've had it once. I was walking and it literally, I breathed, it went up my nose and it was like in the back of my throat. Ugh. Feels like your whole sinus got like, I don't know, like a Q-tip or something ran through it. Just it's enough to make you feel alive. Yikes, I don't recommend. Especially since it bugs my eyes, so it probably made it worse. Wow, I need to fix that screen up there. Let me know in the chat how many, there's not too many of us in here, but let me know. Do I look extra blue and like crazy washed out, or does it look fairly normal? Because I noticed I put it up on that screen and it looks almost orange and very blue. And down over here, it looks fine. What is the settings on your screen giving you right now? TBD. Hey, Dan. Great meeting at Blade Shows. Working the Gecko booth. Right on, dude. Gecko. Pow. Top 5. It's hard for me to say top 1 for anything. But top 5, 100%, dude. Gecko picked this, dude. This knife is sweet. I appreciate you guys over there. I went there. This was my very first stop for those that weren't already aware. Really glad I picked this up. The micro milling on the titanium is awesome. They do still have some available on their website. They don't have this particular one. They do have some with the micro milling. They have some that are just smooth. They do have a fancy one with like a laser mark on it. I look a bit blue, but not like blue. Like my skin right here. Do I look like I'm in like nighttime Batman movie blue, or does it look almost normal? I need to adjust that screen up there. It's like on Vivid or something like that, you know, and it kind of makes all the colors pop, but it doesn't look necessarily correct. Henry, looking normal. What's normal though? Ooh. Normal is inconsistent. Good to see you though, TBD. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Oh boy, I'm sore. And why? Because I'm old and I barely did anything. Disc golf league yesterday went well. Good partner, good crew, good card, had fun. Actually got the cash closest to the pin shot. Lucky me, it was like $45, something like that. But hey, one throw, $45. Thank you very much. Cheers to that. Coworker gave me a couple of Red Bulls to sharpen a couple knives, so I told her I'd do it for free. She brought me some knives. We're gonna try to sharpen them here in a little bit if anyone's interested in that. They are inexpensive kitchen knives, but we'll be able to at least like do a paper cut test, see what I can do. I want to do it as a challenge too. Like, what can I do with the Work Sharp field sharpener? Nothing big, nothing fancy. Like, what can I get to happen in a short amount of time just on that little field sharpener with some inexpensive kitchen knives? Stay tuned. My prediction is I might be able to get a nice edge on it, but depending on how well that steel is, how many cuts will it hold that good edge for? I don't know. We will see. Hinder can't wait till next year. I can't wait till the next Blade Show. Anytime where we can get together, community, you folks, me, anyone in the knife community, just is a good time. It's absolute blast. I'm all for it. What's up, Alex? I do have a tint. Heavy tint though. I think it looks more like these two than that one up there, but I'm not, you know, whatever. It is what it is. We're having some fun. What's up, Rob? Bought 2 of those cabinets for your Lego and your knives. These, like similar to this? Did you get ones with a glass on it or similar to this? That's cool. You got a lot of Lego. I wish I had a lot of, Lego's expensive, but it's fun. It's definitely fun. And I love these shelves. I'm really glad I picked them up. I got another piece of furniture I'm going to try to figure out where to put that I'm also pretty excited about. Pull through lesson? Yeah, Marco. Sharpening pull through only. Ooh. That's painful to think about. I'm not a Smurf, but I'm not natural. Very Eiffel 65. Rob came from Tri-Street. Yeah, I've seen Rob, Bob, Tism, Austin. I've seen you in there. Welcome. How's it going? We're hanging out tonight. Nothing much planned. Pretty chill, actually. Been just going crazy, winding down from Atlanta. Have a few plans, some stuff to do. Like I said, we've got some knives from a coworker that we're going to try to see if we can put it. They have some pictures on them, so I almost feel like I was talking to her that maybe we might sandblast part of them. She said that they feel like they get stuck going through, but there's like images on the blade. So we may blast those off. Not tonight, but when I go to work tomorrow, depending. Oh God. Carried my one of my Towser Ks today. If you don't have a Towser K, dude, I currently have 3 of them. God, I really love the one I did with the shipwreck to it, but the micarta with the contour to it, 154 cm. This is just an all-around good size user knife. Those jimps on the back of there. I can't talk highly enough about a nice old Towser K for the Kenman hand. What's one of your favorite go-tos? Anyone? Lanyard Man. What's new in collection? You find any new lefties lately that you haven't told me about yet? Didn't you order another one of the sub calibers or something from Golden? I think this is definitely going to be one of my new carry all the time fixies. Auxiliary Manufacturing Pirates. Gar! Captain's Bowie. This thing is just great. It fits in my hands so well. I love the really thick stock, the facets on it, the dense handle. I've tested it, ripped through a few boxes with it, opened a couple things. The size that it is, the way it feels in my hand, I feel like I'm just in love with it. How am I going to sharpen them? This is just going to be a fun experiment. I am going to try to sharpen all of them with one of these little field sharpeners. What is this? The Work Sharp Field Guide or Guide Field Sharpener or whatever. So this is small. This is limiting. I'm not giving this thing, we got a 200 on one side, 600 on the other. You got your ceramic and then a strap on the back. I have a lot of knives. And what I do with my knives is I carry a different one all the time, and so I don't make tons of cuts, and then I'll go in and just give it a light touch up, and it's good to go. If you don't use them much and you give it a little touch up, it really takes you moments of time to get it in really good shape, versus if you were to use it every day for a month, then you'd have to spend a good amount of time on it. So for me, the amount of time I need to spend, I can get it back in shape with that. But I took one, I should have filmed it, I got kind of sidetracked and I started doing it. Someone gave me one with a chip in it, and I went in and I removed the chip. I kind of reprofiled the front a little bit, got it sharp again, and I did it all on this. And that's what kind of gave me the thing. I was like, man, I want to try to experiment with what you can really do with something small. I do have some stropping compound around here somewhere. I put some on there. Looks like I could probably put a little bit more on there. What stropping compound do you like? The Pocket Bowie is a banger. Dude, it is. I love it. I love that knife. Super cool. Carried it a couple of times now and been enjoying it. The size that it is, I feel like if you were like stuck in time and this might be a better daily carry, there's a hell of a lot less that you could break or have issues with, like a folder. Eventually something's going to happen to the pivot or the screws or something to that effect, when something like that, if you were in that kind of survival kind of a scenario, it's just a rugged piece of steel that you'll be able to use over and over. Green stuff on a strap, man. There's a little green on there. Got a little bit of color on there. Not much. Hell yeah. Oh, God. So, yeah, league was fun last night, and I did get the cash CTP, which is super cool. Had we not missed a couple of holes, we would have been in it for top 5 gets paid out, but it's not a money league, it's a party league. We're serious though. Everybody wants to do good. We have cool prizes. Have a good time. Don't talk about league. Shut up. Okay. So what is on the docket for tonight? I am planning. I've been planning. I plan everything. I'm a squirrel lost, or I'm a dog chasing a squirrel. Where are we? Doing a pass around. What's a pass around? I'm going to take a bunch of knives at a set kind of price range. Not sure exactly yet. I'm probably thinking we'll start off with a lighter range. Gives people a little more opportunity for maybe something to trade. You kind of pick a price, like $60 to $100 or $100 or whatever it is. I'll put 5, 6, 7 of those my knives that I would like to offer up for this endeavor into said box. I ship it to first person in on the list. They open the box, they look at the knives. There are any that they like, a couple, 2, 3, you kind of maybe put a max on it, maybe not, I don't know. They are welcome to trade, but they have to trade for equal or higher. So if you were to take a $100 knife, you must replace it with a $100 or $100 plus knife. You would not be able to take 2 $50 knives and put them in there for the 100. It has to be the same value, one knife for one knife. So you can't go taking 10 Ozark Trail Grails and putting them in and swapping those $10 knives for one $100 knife. But you can swap out a $100 knife for a $150 knife if you want. Not necessary, but as long as it's equal or higher, basically within that a couple of bucks range, then you can do a few swaps. Then you pack it all up, ship it to the next person on the list. Same thing, and then it goes all the way around until it comes back to me. When it comes back to me, I didn't get to pick, I didn't get to choose, I didn't get to do anything. I didn't get to actually participate the way everyone else did. But I would assume and hope that if there was enough people on the list, that I would more than likely get a box of completely different knives back at the end. And that's the deal. That's what we're gonna do. Who's in? Me. I can't ever find one of those orange grails. No gas station knives. Well, you know what? Maybe I could put a couple in there. Because, and like I could put, you put them in there and then you put what the price value basically is. Like, oh, this one's at this. We could put a couple gas station knives in there and make that fun. That could be something that we could do. I would be into that. But that's me. I've got a whole shelf of them right there. Kaiser Rainbow for the win. Kaiser Rainbow. Am I missing? What's up, Cliff? How's it going, dude? Brain hasn't had a chance to slow down the last week. Trying to catch up, trying to get going, trying to get organized. Yeah. It's finally here, though. We're finally at the point where I can start thinking about stuff rather than like I've had stuff I've had to do and keep up on. And now we're good. We're chill. Anybody up with these? Have you seen the Kaiser Lego? Yeah, the little yellow like Lego piece that has the stumps on it. What's up, Justin? And you can incorporate it in. I haven't really researched it. I just saw the, like, was it an Instagram post or whatever? Still got some controversy, people talking about this bad boy. I'm going to use it. I'm going to cut with it. We're going to sharpen it. We're going to see how it goes. I have a feeling I could probably get quite a bit of use out of it before we sharpen, that much of it away. And it is a cool big knife. I've had my vision. I mean, again, how much cutting do I heavy use do with it? But I mean, I've had this for what? Pushing, how long have these been? A year and a half? See right there, that is the spot. There it is, a good angle. That's the spot the stop pin is hitting. Right there. So when I eventually sharpen it all the way down to there, we might have an issue. But if you ask me, dude, this is a year or a year and a half of using and touching up that edge. I'm pretty sure I could get 10 more. Wow. Hello? What are we focusing on right now? Really? Focusing on my hand that's right there. Hi. Hello. But yeah, if in this, at this pace, it's going to be 10 years plus old and still going to be fine. So I guess if it was something where you were going to buy one knife and you're going to use it several hours a day, every single day, then you might get to it faster. Sneck said it's completely fine. Look at his sharpening video. Right. I'm cool on it. I bought this knowing people were already talking about it. You can see the mark on this one as well. And I'm going to use it, sharpen it, enjoy it, and I bet you it'll last. Kershaw Rainbow. Kershaw, not Kaiser. Focus. Need more focus. I cannot spell. Is it this? Is this the one you're talking about? $50 at Blade HQ. That has a very lovely oily gas station. What the hell? I think I pronounced that right. Kevin Smith and Knives. I'm pretty sure I had an oily. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah. Pow. I have an oily one. Whoa, what's going on here? Right? Says Kenman all over it. Yeah, I mean, here's my oily dragon. That is, it's assisted. Of course it is. Don't they have the, is it Kershaw also that does the mermaid, or is that the Boker? Speaking of mermaid. Oh, it's Boker. Click. Hello. The old Boker mermaid. Oh, dear Lord. Ugh, that is hideous. $35. Oh, God. Add to cart. Oh, that is stupid. Right? So I got the oily dragon. Of course. Where's my man Fook? I'm pretty sure I was lurking on Eagle Scout, and Fook was in there. I don't see Fook in here. Fook. This is the Fook dragon that he sent me. On sub. What's up, Ginger Fisher? What'd I do now? Look at these knives on the table. We're solid. That's terrible. Alexa, add to cart. Speaking of mermaids, I mean, mermaids. You started whittling? I want to whittle wood. Robo Steve. We've resorted to mermaids. Mine has fabulous prints on blade. Although, look, it said, you know, we got the Boker Magnum Mermaid right now. It's on sale for $34.95. I mean, it's basically what would happen if this and this had child together. You know, so imagine a child with these two exact knives. There she is. There it is. Oily, dragon, scaly, mermaidy, lizardy, kind of a... Say what? Just wait until you start collecting whittler patterns, Justin. Yeah, right? Once you start whittling, now you're going to start getting knives for whittling. Is that Nemo on the blade? On this one, no. We have, we do have some raccoon butterflies. We have some yellow tangs down there. A couple dolphinos. But no, no Nemos. No Dories. 140. Brown sugar! How's it going, brown sugar? Justin, were you sitting on the front porch whittling? Because if you're going to whittle, you should really be on the front porch. That's basically the required location of said activity. Rocking chair, porch, whittling. Just go live whittling. Just don't even talk. Just maybe whistle and chew on a stick that you've been whittling. I mean, okay. Okay. Kevin Smith and Knives actually chiming in. He usually, I guess he lurks, and then he chimes in right before I'm about to end. Popping in early today, bot. Good to see ya. Showed some glow rhino patches. Did you get them from Blade Show? I think I still have, I have one like this. This was from Blade Show, yes. And then I have a little from Blade Show, Texas. It's a little keychain, or it's like a zipper pull, where it's small. It's maybe that big around and white. Where the hell is that? But yeah. So I guess these were limited to when you're at Blade Show. I was gonna probably put that, or I could either keep it or I could put it in part of the giveaways for the 10K coming up. Tried to find my Instagram, couldn't find it up when I have time. I can post that for you right now. Oh no. Oh no. Where did they go? Oh, there they are. I don't know how that happened. Copy. My Instagram is right there. There you go. Followed a guy who whittles deep in the woods, just whittles, sometimes says hello. The Fixie's a pocket bowie, B. This one. And then this one is my Sea Fox. Dude, custom Sea Fox. I got this one in Texas. Sweet looking satiny hollow grind magna cut, white paper micarta, and then the koa. Different feel. This one feels great. Works great. Different feel than that one. This one feels more like a delicate kind of a, I mean, it's heavy, good in the hand. Doesn't feel brittle though. I recommend a first aid kit handy at all times. Especially when you're whittling. Thanks, John, 10K. Congrats on the success. It's been going really well. I did gain an extra 100 from Tri-States Live the other night, which was cool. He was celebrating 19,000, and so he's blowing some channels up. I gained 100, then I lost like 19 of them. That happens. Sometimes YouTube will think some of them are bots, or if they just go and they make the quick reply and then comment and then out. Sometimes you lose some of those, which is fine. I still appreciate it. It was cool to get that little bump real quick though. Still got 100 and something left. I don't remember. 110 more and we'll be at 10K, ramping up for a big celebration. Justin got pushed over 2K on that same live. How many subscribers did you end up gaining, Justin? Sheep's foot fixie in white wood. This one here, Robin. This is the Sea Fox. If you look right there, Sea Fox. This is a custom, one of a kind. He had a table in Texas, and actually every year in Texas, the Sea Fox table. I saw him last year, and then this year when I went back, I checked out some of the stuff he had, and I really liked this one, picked it up. So we have white paper micarta, the koa wood with that really cool marbly kind of look to it, and then it's a magna cut. Really nice hollow grind, smooth, slicey, really fun knife. The zipper pull glows in the dark. Yes, it does, Lanyard Man. Or did you send one of those, or did I get that one from Kevin, or did I grab that one? I don't remember. Usually getting in from work. If Justin starts doing Whittley streams, Bartles and James. Ha! John wanted to thanks for bringing us to Blade Show. I appreciate it. If you like the footage, it was fun. The live streams are a really good time. I love meeting with the people there, interacting. My only downside of Atlanta was it just went too fast. Seemed like the time went by. It's already 6 o'clock. The show's over for the day, and you're like, I feel like I missed. And then the next day it like goes even faster, and then the last day is a half a day, so it goes even faster yet. Whew, so much fun, and it's so hard to try to film everything I wanted to film. I never got to several spots that I wanted to, which was upsetting. But you couldn't really, you only can film so much, and if they're busy, I don't want to bother them when they're making sales and stuff. Justin gained 80, lost 20. Yep, I was gained 100, lost 20, so about the same. Which is cool though. Nice little 80 bump is good. What's up, Steve? Hung out with Steve in Atlanta. Steve's a great guy. How's everything going, Steve? Oh my goodness. My shorts are riding up. Shorts are riding up. What are we doing? YouTube Music Portal. What's up, fellas? What is up? Let's we got a nice little crew in here. Let's go ahead and Gonna buy a couple memberships quick. Slap. Try to buy some memberships here and there when I can. I get a few free ones every month too. But every week for each live stream, I try to pick up at least a few. Felt a good vibe right now. Let's get it going. Who picked him up then? Marco got one. Robert Baptism got one. Derek Frio got one. We got Glenn and Full Frio. Full Fire-O. Wow, my eyeballs. You'll get those for a month. You get some emojis. You can blow them up. Anybody's already got some, feel free to do the boppity boppity bop. You're welcome, Marco. Marco's here all the time. What's up, Ghost Keeper? When people subscribe, they must watch a full video front to back in order for them to stick. Yeah. Or they at least have to watch most of it, click on another one, watch some of that. So often, if you just go to that channel, like that video, subscribe, and then leave a comment, and then go back to the other one quick, that they need to go check out another one, which I don't blame anyone or whatever. You know, I'm not mad. It's just the reality of it, that you got to make sure to watch a couple to help make it stick. YouTube does their thing. Alright, so what knife am I most disappointed that I bought at Blade Show? I'm not. If anything, I'm disappointed that I didn't buy more. Yeah, I have no disappointment. I mean, I'm happy with everything. Literally, I just wish there was a few more that I could have picked up that I didn't in time, or they weren't available. But ultimately, Marty, I'm quite happy. Quite happy. Everything good. Just wish I had more money and would have bought more. That would be the main. Making real progress with the knife shop in Timber's Edge. Awesome. Awesome, Steve. Keep us updated. Marco should get a special mod emoji next to his name. Ooh. Ooh. What's up, Jim Cox?
Bangers all the way down.
That sounds funny after the flush. Bangers all the way down. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Definite bangers. I'm very happy. There were things that I really should have listened to. Well, I don't know if Kathleen even let me know one time, but I should have picked up the Gateway from Jack Wolf. Those basically sold out faster than I realized, and all they had left on the table were the displays. But that one is a new $70 Jack Wolf that's really nice. Kind of upset that I didn't get one of those in time. There were a few more of the Tenables. I was kind of set on several things right when I got there, and one of them was this Tenable Gideon. So I grabbed it when I should have just also grabbed 2 or 3 more like right away, because they had all those nice Tenables that are around 60, 65 bucks. They were all 40 at the show. So boom, they disappeared quick when I should have just grabbed 2 or 3 of them right off the bat. Cliff says, don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, sir. Please, sir. Teresa, good night. Enjoy your evening. Thanks for hanging out. If you had to rank your purchases, what would be at the bottom? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I have to get these out of here because they were not. Okay, so this one doesn't count either because this was a gift. So I'm going to put it off to the side, but this is the Kaiser Atlanta meetup. But this was given to me from Kaiser, so that one doesn't really count. Another Tenable. Boom, boom. Here we are. I did have the other gift from SMKW, this little one here, which is a nice little solid little lockback, but also a gift. So since it was a gift, I can't really put it in the rank purchases since it was not purchased. Correct? Steve got 27 knives from Blade Show. Overdid it? I mean, I don't know. If you can afford it and you love them and you add into your collection, why not? Why not? 360. Cliff. Definitely favorite. Picked up a Demco 20 XL and Magna Cut Texture TI. Really all you wanted. You're going to get Bless's Lefty Ripley lanyard band. That is an absolute win score. Donnie from Bless Knives makes amazing stuff. No mill, no CNC, all by hand, and they are smooth operator, chef's kiss. You're picking up that left one that he had. Awesome stuff. I messed around with it. It's just gorgeous. It's so good. He does such a good job. Kung Fatty, missed you guys. 27 is not enough. So I ended up getting 13 knives. Right now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The drop barrel was 10. This is 11. There was another one from Brighton Blades that I got as a gift that I gave to a friend. So that one's already gone. And then
Knife's Review became a member.
Thank you, KR Knives Review. Welcome to the gas station. Much appreciated. Yeah, got some emojis and stuff. I do some special giveaways for the members as well. Did one already where we'll have another one coming up sometime soon. I appreciate you. So, and then the other one was the Francois Masson that I gave to Ken Fixed, so that was another gift. Both of those I'm very happy that I purchased. The people that got them are both pretty happy with them so far, so excellent stuff. 43 watching, 26 thumbs. Let's see if we get a couple more thumbs, huh? Thank you, Dale. I appreciate that, bud. So that leaves this as the remaining knives that I got from the show. I would say the question was, didn't make it to Blade Show, ordered the Migron Vein 2 DLC and Best Tech Taipan. Couple good grabs right there. Couple good grabs. So the question was, if I had to rank my purchases, what would be at the bottom? And I don't want to put anyone down, put any companies down or whatever, but you also have to remember, this is what I got, and so I kind of have love, like or whatever. I would say the bottom would be the Brighton Blades keychain knife. Now the larger one that I gave to Cece, I like that one a lot, and the thing is I could flick it out pretty easily. The action on it was nice. It has a good feel. The edge felt good and was pretty sharp. This one, it feels like a good knife. It looks like a nice knife. I think this is a great little way to put this on your bag or something like that. But I have large hands, and so I've been struggling there. I was able to flick that out by holding the bottom, but I have a hard time holding this knife because of the size. And so, not that it's a bad knife, but getting this open is just a little bit of a struggle for me versus the larger Brighton blades. It flicked out really easy, and so I would end up carrying something that's like an inch larger than this because of my apishly huge hands. I mean, look at this. In my palm, and my palm is longer than this knife is open. So I struggle with it, so I would put this one at the bottom just because of that. Other than that, if having this on a bag for just cutting.
J. Corskadden became a member. J. Corskadden celebrates 11 months of membership. OMG, almost 1 year. I really need to get another hobby.
No, you don't. Almost 1 year. That is something. Thank you so much, Jay. 11 months. It's crazy that I've been going for longer than 11 months, running the lives. It's time slipping into the future, you know? Definitely a theme with the banana-shaped handles there. Dude, we're getting there. I have a keychain Ken Onion, which sucks. I have a small little Ken Onion, what is it, the chive or whatever. I actually like that knife, but it is small. It's harder to open those. The auxiliary manufacturing was $360. Knife nerd. Yes, Marty. 360. We can skip to that. This is my favorite. This is the top one in the list. AEBL on the blade. Look at how thick that chunk of steel is. Look at the facets on there and how they fall into the handle. You've got a thin micarta layer, and then a piece of ironwood and a piece of rich light over the top. Tell me that's not about as cool as it gets. Feels perfect in the hand. I love this. Your screen is off, KDTA. It's blue, but your skin is tan. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, my color's exciting today, so we're going with it. We're going with it. I love that thing, though. I love it. I have a keychain berry sale. It's neat. Man bug. Man bug. So nice. Okay. This other one on the end, I think saw someone asked about. This is the Flytanium, what's it called? Minim. So the Minim keychain. Got the little Flytanium on there. It is titanium. It was originally advertised DLC coating, but it is not DLC. It is PVD. But either way, nice little blade. There is no lock. Just you get your thumbnail in there and just fold the knife out. So in a way, because this one has the thumb studs, you feel like you should get the action versus this does not have that action at all. You're basically just nail neck open like that. I'm not mad at this one. I'm not mad at that one, but I don't get frustrated with not being able to open this because that is how you open it. You literally have to just do that. Want one of those man bugs. Just costs too much for such a small knife. Who makes the man bug? I'll look that up. Why don't I can't think of that. Is it a Spyderco? That sounds familiar. It is a Spyderco, yeah. Price hidden. What? $70 for that one. For a small little, what is it? K390. So yeah, this is just a slip joint, no lock to it. But it's just a nice little key fob look. and just get in there. If you just need a smaller one, I kind of dig this on a bag or something. Pretty fun. But okay, so if that one was out, next lowest, I mean, I don't know. I don't have, they're all good. Everything's good. Everything I got is good. This one will be, jeez, it's a little bit beastly, which is fine. The thumb stud's a little further away, so it's like getting in there. Like that first one I failed, you have to literally get up there. Mini Corvid is 60 bucks. We want to get into the minis. Yeah, here. Boom. Mini Corvid cleaver. I can, sometimes. Come on. There. I can flick it out if I really try. I can front flip it. And then the flipper tab on that tiny little one. That's fun. And I mean, it's so small. Gone. The Concept Reel. Oh, geez. Boom. That's a little chunk of M390 on there. Boom. So there's definitely a lot of tiny ones that you can still get to work. Flick out and fun. I was commenting in live chat, just realized I was 30 minutes behind. Just caught up. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. We all have. So I don't know, let's go backwards maybe, because I can't say anything bad about some of these because I love them so much. I could maybe go from the top, like which one's my favorite? Favorite, Auxiliary Manufacturing Captain's Bowie. Sick, awesome, about as cool. If I had a fixed blade for a user fixed blade that's not huge, this is it right here. Super thick handle, dig it. Folders, favorite folder I picked up is this one right here. This is the Gecko Customs Pictus S90V micro milled titanium. Excellent handle. That micro milling on there feels awesome. I love the way the lock is. It's kind of like a bolster lock, but it's not. It's like a hidden liner lock, frame lock, because you can kind of see it right here, but as a lefty I can put my thumb all over the place. You're not really putting any pressure on that lock at all. Dragonfly 2 is one of your most carried, says Marty. You can Spidey flick the man bug. I cannot Spidey flick them smaller. I actually have anything Emerson Waves. What's this one called? It's cool, but I can't flick that thing out. But also, this has the back lock to it, so it's going to have a lot more spring pressure on there. But this is a real nice knife. It does have that Emerson Wave on there. Why? Oh, this is the Dragonfly. Dragonfly. But yeah, Gecko Customs Pictus. Look at that S90V hollow, just sharp, fun. Oof. So fun. Smooth, buttery, cuttery, right? It's cute. Too cold for those in Alaska? What is the ideal in Alaska? Non-metal handles, probably. Hard detent, or the Emerson, or this. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Anyway. I dig this thing. So Pictus would have been my favorite folder pickup from the trip. Of course, one of my favorites was the one that I got for Ken. Ken Fix got the Francois Masson custom straight razor. That thing is sick. Alex needs to get a better sharpening system. I hear you there. Me too. What's up, Mo Patty? How are you today? Have the Warncliffe and leaf sharp shaped blade ones in K390. I ran into a situation with two of the knives I purchased at Blade Show, sold as show-only knives, but the manufacturer doesn't list them in their catalog. So you have two knives that basically don't exist. That's kind of fun, right? I'm down with that. The Migaron Carix, this knife is really nice. Very happy with this. Spyderco Emerson is the hard detent. Yes. Yes. This has a fantastic detent. The Carix. Good look. I was thinking about maybe doing the flipper delete on this one. Not sure. But I might. Steve says he guesses. But there's no specs. Could you get a hold of the company and maybe they could give you some info on it? Steve has a good catalog of his like inventory. Like everything is, he's got a very good, what's the word, spreadsheet on it. So having something that doesn't have the specs. Didn't you get the specs from him though when you bought it? I'm interested. What knives, where were they from? Totally interested. I have a Moyarl and Titanium. Moyarls are great. Definitely great. Titanium, huh? Oof. I've just got the classic. I got the titanium. It comes with the titanium clip. I anodized it blue to kind of offset the gray one that I got. The Moyarl is nice though. That flicking hole. Solid detent on this one. Thinking about getting a TS Prof. Would you want my Work Sharp Precision Adjust? Maybe. You need micarta scales for the mini Towser K? What? Dale? What are you talking about, Willis? This mini Towser K looks perfect as is. The dealer said that they're going to be easier, the titanium Moyarls. Blade Show. Yeah, I did not hear about that, but that's cool. Marty has the TS Prof. I've heard really good things about the TS Prof. So it's like you wouldn't want something else. If I was going to spend money, I'd probably end up getting that one just because I've heard the good things. I like the way the clamp works. One of them is a Boker. I asked for the specs, but they haven't replied. Well, at least Boker was selling stuff. They weren't selling anything in Texas, which was crazy. They had cabinets full. It was all displays, nothing for sale. Oh, it's nice with the micarta. I mean, I was carrying this today. So, I mean, we're right here. I got this Towser. So it's not a mini Towser. It's a regular Towser. But if you look at the difference, I mean, it's not really that much. It's wasted on your skill level. That's the thing, is you don't need much of a skill level. You'll be able to get a nice edge on that thing. And Snail Trail Dale, this is awesome with micarta. I love it. But I've got this one to carry around with the micarta. I mean, my favorite's probably my Shipwreck. And we might as well start busting out Towser Ks. Copper Shipwreck for the win. All day. Are you kidding me? But the micarta does feel great. B. I got my bases covered on my trousers right now. And if you don't think I have my bases covered on my trousers, Mo Patty has a TS prof, no idea how to use it. Box that thing up, send it over here, Patty. I'll put it to work. Oh crap, I've got everything cut out for those 3 shelves and I need to put them together. Okay, Kevin, well, what's the crap part? If you've got everything cut out, sounds like good things. My Tuckamore is still in the back of your mind. You really like it? Look at these Towser Ks. Rich light. Titanium, copper, micarta. I got my Tuckamore Year 1 Blade Show, Texas. So 1 year and a couple of months ago. I love this thing. So cool. Jokes? Dead serious. Debating a shipwreck on your copper hinderer scale. Salt and ammonia. And maybe a couple other things. I put a few other things in there too. Forgot about him, been sitting in the shop for a couple weeks. Kevin. It's fine, bud. It's fine. For those of you who don't know, Kevin made this shelf right here. I made this one and that one. And 3D printed these. But he made this really nice one right here. And I plan to, or he plans to make a few more so I can get it all going on. But apparently he made them already and they're sitting there not put together because he forgot about them. Can you still get the Tuckamore? Yes. Can you get this one? I don't know. That is black titanium, a black coated titanium. I'm not sure how they did that. Inlaid micarta. This is 20C, or is this? I don't remember, and I can't get it to focus. Come on. 20 CV. So I'm not sure if this exact version is available, but they do. I didn't put anything on this. This is straight up how it was when I bought it in Texas. Kevin did a fabulous job. His shelf is top notch. Look at how thick, tall, wide, perfect it is. Excellent display. What's on Amazon? This is on Amazon? Really? Neat. Let's look. I've never really looked up much concept or on Amazon. Here's a Tuckamore. There it is right there, $179 for the same version. Looks like they have 362 Timascus. A lot of different versions. That one's pretty cool. Titanium with green carbon fiber. I still really like mine. Something about it. Everybody's got their different flavors and joys. Make your own micarta inlays for it. That'd be an interesting inlay to make. It's a little tough because you got an interesting shape. It gets really thin up there, right? And then the way that inlay is, it's contoured. So that'd be a good one. 154 at Concept right now, says Jim, doing the research. What's up, Eagle? I kind of lingered in your live. Eagle Scout was live a little bit earlier, like, I don't know, what was it, 5 o'clock or something. I saw it, I turned it on, but I was in the middle of just kind of getting ready and doing some stuff for live tonight, and so I didn't really get to chime in. Go check out Eagle Scout if you haven't yet. Definitely getting the copper carbon one and put my card in it for sure, Dale. I can't wait to see the photos. Brother got you a remitted Tonto. Remet is awesome. Remet makes some cool stuff. They're innovating, coming up with some really good stuff. Watch my recent video of the new stuff from Atlanta. Vu over at Remet, his audio coming out of his mic sounded good, and then mine, because I had my wireless ones, mine sounds bad, but at least you can hear what he's saying about it. But Remet has some really cool things. They have some really cool stuff, and I have got a few of them and been surprised, or not surprised, but like happy with all of them. And some of the new things they got coming out right now are really cool. Check them out. Check them out. Also says save 20% at checkout. Do that, yeah. 129 for a Fenrir. Excellent. So yeah, I did the swap on these. You can't buy them like this. The blue one had all the black hardware on it, and the red one had all the silver hardware on it. And so I did a full swap, took them apart. I just thought the red looked better with the black accents. I'm not really a fan of dark blue and black next to each other, and I think the blue now with that silver liner just pops the blue a lot more than it did with the black. So I ended up, and then I've got them set for dual wielding. So you got one on the right, one on the left. Because why wouldn't you? Oh boy. I'll be putting a flicking hole in your Towser K L-Max next week. That sounds fun to see. Just take the thumb stud out and make that flicking hole, huh? I kind of want to try that. That would be cool. Man, the mass on this one though, that is crazy how much more the copper one weighs. But I like it. I prefer a heavier blade or a heavier knife. I like the way that feels in my hand versus something that's really light. The really ultralight stuff doesn't do it for me. Really kind of happy with this budget Rosecraft. This one's discontinued. Eris Rex, I think it's called. Rosecraft generally does some really good slip joints, but they have some of the more modern stuff. Look at the way that harpoon on the blade, way out there. Kenman index finger approved. Go Pacers. Boom. This is a fun one though. Discontinued from Rosecraft, so I guess it's been out for a while. Got copper on the bolster, then micarta, and then the D2. Fun little snappy knife though. I'd never seen it, and it was at the Rosecraft table. And I thought it was just kind of fun. And you know, you pick up that knife, you like the way it feels in the hand, it flicks out. Got a nice presence to it. Pick that one up. Same kind of thing goes with the Nanner. What is up, TKE? Oh, you already commented? Well, well, well. It's 10K Kenman. Not quite. Not quite. I'm almost there. It is the slow season. For those of you, I don't know if you're still growing solid, good on you, but it's definitely like it happened to me last year too, right about now. It drops to a couple of subs a day, which is fine. People are out doing summer stuff, being out and enjoying the weather. Yeah, look at this banana though. The unripened nanner, CJRB nanner, Dustin's design, very cool. I love how it's got the green and the yellow, just that unripened look. This, for a weird upswept blade, actually feels really nice in the hand. It's crazy when you just hold it like that, how nice that actually sits, which is cool. Driving in lurk mode, the new and approved fancy 10K Kemen in Nor's chat, or is way behind in the chat. Well, welcome to the real world, bro. I get behind on chat. I get distracted easily. Woe is me. It's a crawl to 5K down here. It's a crawl everywhere right now, bro. That's just the way summer is. We just gotta keep on trucking, keep on working it, have some fun. Yeah, this thing feels cool. These are cheap too. This is just a fun ARRPM9 G10. You can get a non-banana flavored color, but why would you? I mean, this is awesome stuff. He also made the Beast. Let's look at. Hold on. There it is, Artisan Cutlery Beast. Pretty fun one. You can also get it in a silver. I almost prefer the silver. Ken Fix was looking at it. I think he's going to pick one up in the gold. But another design from Dustin. Cool dude. Come on, stop flicking on me. Why? As soon as you, okay, like I try to put it right there, and then I move, and then it bounces. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Blade Show burnouts. Yeah, what do we do now? Save money for the future? Bob? You spend all the money. Posted a short 30 minutes ago, have 600 views. That never happens. Kevin, what kind of short did you post 30 minutes ago that blasted like that? Isn't that fun? Some just get legs. It's crazy how I have a few that really catch some legs and some that just don't. Robert, last week in the live we talked about these. This is the pre-order was live for the Strix. I pre-ordered the lefty one. We're gonna have to wait until December. That is sweet though, Kevin. I'm gonna have to see what the short is. It's on the Riot GTR. Anybody else order the Sparrow Strix? I messed around with them at the table in Atlanta, and it was like, okay, these are great. These are great. Love them very much. Did I open everything on the table then? I think I did. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I opened the Gideon already. Can't wait till December. So, Kevin, you ordered one? Which one did you order again? Did you get the Skelly one? I'm not really a fan of the skeleton one. I know some people like the skeletonized stuff. I really love micro milled titanium. That's what's up for me. It did have a very similar feel to the micro milling on the Gecko Pictus. Just bought the Koenig Arius at retail. Damn right I want a Strix. Can't afford one now. Ordered it into your collection 6 months ago. You picked up the micro milled one and a green crystal hardware set. Very cool. Very cool. The hardware sets, they did not have crystallized lefty clips. And the one I got is the lefty, so I opted just to not even try to get any custom stuff for it, since it wouldn't. I wouldn't also be able to get the clip. So I might. I don't know. Some could say boring. But to me, absolutely clean silver setup just like this, I'm good to go. I'm good to go. That looks perfect. What's up, Kathleen? Same kind of deal with my... This is the dark wash on the Pictus. But I think this is fantastic, just like this. You know, we could do some stuff with it. It'll get a KDK custom. I don't know, Lanyard Man. It looks pretty sweet as it is. Same kind of thing with this. Same kind of thing with this. Some of my just titanium knives, I'm pretty happy with them. Oh, jeez. Boom. This is sick, though. I really, really like the Pictus. Fun stuff. All the way. So all in all, I'm happy, other than to just, I wish I would have been able to get more. Or there were some things that I just wasn't able to grab in time. You like the one with the frag and the filled-in flipper? Filled-in flipper? What's the one with the filled-in flipper? This frag, though, this is... Great knife. This was my favorite for quite a while. Now it's hard for me to even call favorites. Maybe top 5. Went to order the Pictus and they're sold out of the micro milling, and the micro milling is awesome. So I hear you on that. I hear you on that. Major CenturyLink outage in Phoenix on my cell, may not last long. Oh, that's a bummer, Kathleen. Hopefully they get that resolved and fixed pretty soon for you. Wait, which one does Tri-State have? Robin has some advice on the CenturyLink thing. Kathleen, maybe try that. When is Terry's Orlock dropping? I don't know. I asked them and they said hopefully soon. But the Orlock is 100% on my list to buy. Terry from 1931 Leatherworks. It's going to be the Concept Orlock. They had a prototype in Texas. They did not have a prototype or anything to show for it in Atlanta. They said that it would be coming soon. If they had one, I was there right away. I mean, I went here, and I went over to Concept, and they did not have one. But yeah, the Orlock is super cool. I'm excited for it. It does kind of have a blade with a big harpoon on it, which is similar to like the Sparrow, kind of like that, in a way. But it's got a smooth handle. I like it. Did you see Blade HQ is releasing a series of no forks themed knives? I have not. Has anyone else seen? If I just go, okay, here we go. Zero forks. premium stuff, huh? Oh, you got the Civivi Cubit. That's kind of more budget. The Riot XO. Ooh, buck 119 special. Ooh, I'm not a big fan of the black blade, but look at that handle. I love me a buck 119. That's kind of fun. No forks. 0 forks. We got a pyrite alt. Tops. Looks like they got a little bit of everything for this thing. QSP Penguin with the glide lock. Huh. My man Fook. Where you been at? Mr. Fook, sir? So those are available on the 23rd, the 0 Forks promotion. If there's any of those that interest you. I looked at some of these Heretic with that whatever paint job. You scratch that though. I don't know how easy they scratch, but if you do scratch that, it's going to show. Interesting. You can have all the family time you want, Fook. You don't have to be in here. I'm just messing with you. Thomas wants the QSP Penguin Glide Lock. Those look cool. That would be one that I would more than likely try to pick up. I do want to get one of those glide locks. Anybody else pick one of those up? Boo, boo, boo. Sorry, trying to read, can't read. Scritchy scratchy. The old X-Men stabby. Why wouldn't it? Way of Knife does an anno version of the cell shading that would be more resilient. That would be cool. The cell shading looks kind of neat, but if you know, if you use that knife and you start getting marks and scratches on it, it's gonna show up so much because it's the whole cell shading is supposed to make it look like a cartoon, so it's got to be like clean. Fred, the lug. What is up, dude? Busy I have been. Rare time, freedom, things. I haven't had much time. No interest at all in bar locks. Yeah. It depends. I haven't been as interested in them lately, but then I got this, and I love it. This knife is super fun. Just a silly, it's a banana. This one's a crossbar. So they have a place. The drop bears. Boom. So there's a place for crossbar locks in my world. Blade HQ had an exclusive QSP Penguin glide lock with the blue FRN handle, black wash blade bar. That one sounds pretty good. What's up, Ground Fog? Living the Dream is Fred's line. He's gonna need to see the copyright, right? I keep saying I'm living the dream too, but it's not my dream. I'm not sure whose dream it actually is, but I'm living in it. The Nanner, right, dude? The Nanner is just cool. I don't care what anybody says. The front flipper's fun. It's a crossbar lock. It's like a scimitar upswept, but it still feels good. It's one of those things, you pick it up, you laugh. Nightmares and Dreamscapes. Well, that's a bar lock I'd have. And I got it for $40 at the show. I mean, come on. AR RPM 9G10 and that quality of like action. Should have bought two. I bought the first one though. Dustin said he said that they just went on sale at the show, and I was the very first buyer, number one. And then there was only 11 of these made. The auxiliary manufacturer Captain's Bowie, one of 11. And if you look right there, out of focus, there it is. 001. I got number one, plus the ironwood looks really nice. Everything about it is great. I checked out a couple of them. The facets are a little bit different on each one, but dude, I wasn't second banana. I was banana number one. Kevin, the same though. I haven't been as interested in the crossbar locks anymore either. And I've been getting some smaller ones and caught my palm on a few of them, so haven't been into it as much. Fred says he's got paperwork, Fook. The Pocket Bowie is so cool. And they have a folder. You can buy these. They have like just the Pocket Bowie version. This is the Captain's Bowie. It's the limited one with this handle setup. But they have the Pocket Bowie, which is basically the same. Handle's different, but shape is about the same. Then they also have the Folding Bowie, which has kind of a bolster lock to it in titanium. And it has the same size and shape. Super cool. I regret not having that one, although a little expensive. I mean, worth it. Quality is there, but there's only so many $300 knives you can buy in a day, right? I don't have the big old budget that I wish I had. One of these days. Ghost Keepers says crossbar locks are his favorite for ADC, period, with the thumb studs. They're nice. They are nice. It varies. I kind of like them all. I like a little bit of everything, the variety. I've been more into kind of bolster locks lately. Something like this where it's easy access there and just kind of drops down. Or even just the inside liner locks, if they've got good action to it like this. Don't worry about tying it up, Kathleen. You guys have if she can help you figure it out. I'm all on board. I'm a team player. I'm team Kathleen. Boom. On a computer, go to settings, go to network, internet, near top screen. How much is my entire knife collection worth? I don't know, Thomas. I did start making a list when I brought the inventory in. So I have a short list. Although the way this list works is it's not a huge, I mean it's a decent sized list. But if you look, Kaiser 41, Civivi 20, CJRB 18. So it's not really like a list of each knife. It's boom. But we're basically around, we're pushing about 400. And dig the sheep's foot. Which one? This? Dude, Towser K's are the best, dude. They're so great. So Thomas, I know that we're close to 400. I don't have a lot of high-end price knives. There are a few. Love me a ball D10. What's up, Will? I have a lot of like Sen cuts and some budget knives that range in like that $40 to $80 range. I don't know. I don't know if I want to know. Now, if I was Steve has a spreadsheet of everything, alphabetized by groups, by whatever you can go by, brands and stuff. I thought about rearranging once in a while. Right now I've got them, it's like Artisan Cutleries. There's all my Migrons, there's all my Rosecraft, there's all my QSPs. I kind of got them in order like that. All my Civivis, together. Thought about maybe taking all the button locks and put them together once, and all the liner locks and putting them together, or maybe rearranging. I don't know. I like moving them and picking them up and checking them out on a regular basis. So, what is my favorite button lock knife? Favorite button lock knife. Generally, all my favorites, I got my tops up on this NAFS roll. Thanks to Austin from NAFS for giving me the roll in Texas. I'd say the CJRB Riff. Jesus. Wow. My thumb doesn't work. CJRB roof. My dude has some budget and some nice shit. We go everywhere. I mean, I get out my Devos. I got one Jack Wolf up there. Devo Tall Boy is a really nice one. Premium Pony Stout. This is one of my favorites. I really like this. This is another one that's titanium that I could do something with, but I actually really like the way it looks, just titanium. Been pretty happy with the Finch. Oh boy. I want to get an Undertaker. Wow. But I haven't budgeted out. You know, here we are. Here's my Finch. Nocturnal. This is the Glow Finch. Holy God. More lights. The old Glow Finch. It's a fun one. All-time favorite button lock is a ProTech Malibu. Whoa. Gross. There we go. Much better. Much better. Almost there, Kathleen. Flex. I don't have a big flex. I don't have a real expensive collection. But I would almost say, though, my favorite button lock is probably the CJRB Riff. This is just a sweet, bigger knife, and I dig it a lot. It is key. Couple fun Kaisers. Oh, I've been loving this one lately too. Damn Designs Oni XL. This one's fun. Just like that snappy. I really like the surface texture on this right here. That acid wash. Stone washed, acid etched. I got the carbon fiber dark mortar tall boy. Yes, this was from the first drop. I was there right away. I mean, I don't want to say I messaged Eric the night before and was like, Eric, bud. But yeah, the tall boy is sold out in like 15 minutes. So bummed you missed out on it. You got the tall boy 1.5 Wakanda forever. There you go. Yeah, dude. Tall boy is a great knife though. No doubt about it. Most valuable. The glow in the dark is a flex one, right? Isn't it sweet? Who's doing whatnot tomorrow with his collection? Yeah, Premium Pony Stout is awesome. The hollow grind on there, the flick out. I love the way my index finger sits in there. The choke up spot. This thing is nice. What am I looking for near the top? Most expensive, the Jack Wolf Primo Jack, whoops, is definitely one of them. I did not pay for this though. I'm in a pass around and I got lucky. Managed to be able to keep this one. Thanks, Justin. So that one's probably that's one of the most expensive, but I didn't pay for it. This would be probably the most. My auxiliary manufacturing. My Sea Fox. This is a real nice piece of Magna Cut right there. One of a kind. Custom from Sea Fox. That's pretty up there. Tried to get the nanner, but the yellow one sold out. It's a good one, dude. It's a good one. Feel like there's some button locks that I'm missing that are pretty nice. QSP swordfish. You shouldn't forget to like and sub. My father forgot to like and sub once. Once. Right, Fook? I really love the Momo. Kaiser Momo. I did the laser mark on this. My buddy Dave gave this to me on a fishing trip. And I took the topography map of the lake we were on. We were fishing off of this point. Yeah, right over here. And then I do laser marking professionally for work. And so set it up. Got that nice topo on there. Nice little one of a kind one here. The Pyrite Light button lock. No way. Knife Center currently has CGRB Nanner in stock for $43. Do they have the yellow one? Do I have a porcupine? No. I do not. I do not. I tend to not. Yeah. We'll go with that. Yeah, this one I got in Texas. QSP Hawk. Something about this. Oh my god, what am I doing? Double. Look at the piece of wood on here. Just a fun one. Someone buy you a premium interstellar Pyrite Light, please. They're not bad. They are not bad. Yellow's out of stock. What's up, David? I'm close to 10K. I still got 100 and whatever, 110 or something left. It'll probably be a few weeks. Numbers are not rising very much or very fast right now in the summer. Okay, I'm really here now. I was faking before, but now he's here. What's up, Knife Fam? What's up, Dave V? Snappy Fun. Oh, I'm going to carry this one again soon. Forgot about that one. QSP Hawk. Just a clean little fun one. Yeah. Piles of knives everywhere. Ooh. On my to customize list. The Latama Victorium Yuki. This is a great button lock. Actually, the first one that I had was I was having some stick problems. And if you look at this one, no stick problems. This is a really cool knife. I also forgot about a little bit because it's in my to customize pile. All titanium with titanium backspacer and clip. But this is a really nice button lock. Whoop. Look at that drop. It just boom. I was watching a program with the wife, was typing but unable to listen. Now she's showering. I am all yours. What's up, Fred? Love the Yuki. Isn't it great? I have several, as you all know. I have some customizations that I'm very far behind on. I ended up getting a little issue with the availability to use the anodizing equipment, and it makes it very difficult for me to get in there right now, which is unfortunate. But this is on the docket for doing some ano work, but I can't really jump on and get to it because I have several others that I need to get to, which will actually be happening soon, even though I've said that in the past. I'm basically going to take time off. I could take a half day so that I can go over to the other building and actually get going on some stuff. Otherwise, I'm having a hard time being able to have access to it without just buying some ano equipment for myself. Playing with the new Golden Design Slim. Jesus Christ, Dan. Well, dropping my knives onto my own knives. Golden Design Slim you received yesterday in the mail. Very cool. What color would you anodize this? Would you two-tone it? Would I just do one color? Should I, I didn't say I'm not modding. I'm just slow to get to the modding for the anodizing. I can get in a laser mark. I can get in and do shipwrecks and dyes and things like that. But the anodizing room, it's hard for me to get in there right now. Laser and ano on this. Like do an ano and then laser removal or a laser mark over that. I'd love to. I just got to get Stacy's done and Renee's done and Lanyard Man's done first. But I'm all ears for ideas and colors and combos and things. This is a really gorgeous blank canvas. The back spacer in that space is like super big and flat. So like I could laser mark a pattern on there fairly easy because it's smooth. Or I don't know, a lot of different things could be done. Great action though. I have a line of mods, Fred. I had all those knives for a long time too, and I got put on hold and I was unable to get in to be able to use the ano stuff, and it's been kind of a rough couple of months, unfortunately. Unfortunately, man, we're just stacking knives up on the table here today, because why wouldn't you? What's up, everyone? Just getting home? Brian, right on. Is there anything good for using as a resist for Rit dyeing G10? Yeah, I've been working on it and I've been struggling. If there's any texture, then it's going to be tough, because the texture, anything you put on there is going to bleed into the texture and it's going to create the line to be different than what you want it to be. I've tried a few different things. I tried hot glue, and ultimately that doesn't work because the dye has to be hot in order to work, and the dye wasn't hot enough. It didn't soak in and it doesn't take the color, and you get it a little hot and then the glue starts to melt. You can't really, you could try nail polish. It's hard to get a nice line. I don't know what happens. I mean, when it heats up in water, it might get soft. I've experimented a little and I've struggled with that. Not saying it's impossible, but I don't have a good answer. It would be great with the cell shading. It would look cool, but I'm just not a fan of that. It looks neat, but to me the cell shading now becomes a display knife that I don't cut anything with ever. Basically open it, close it, look at it, put it back on the shelf. But that's just me personally. I have knives that are like that I don't use, which is fine. Yeah. Speaking of, there's Stacy right there. What's up, Stacy? I was just talking about your custom that we're working on. I'm taking some time off to get in there to be able to work on it because I haven't been able to have access to it. It's been a little bit of a struggle lately. But we're trying. We're trying hard to make perfection. Have you handled the Apex Arc by Black Star Designs? I have not. Let's look that up. Apex Arc. Really? There it is. Apex Arc. They got a lefty. But it's funny because the lefty pick is the same as the righty pick. They could have just mirror imaged it. S35 VN, titanium, looks like a lot of jimps. That's kind of fun. Brian just got it this week, loves it. Stacy, you're not the pain in the ass. I'm the pain in the ass. No doubt. That looks cool though, Brian. Glad you like it. I like the jimps. It looks like there's just a stack of them. Outside watching JD earlier. Big backyard, big trail. What? Justin's got craziness going on with his new whittling endeavors already on day one. Day one. Basically start whittling wood. Who knows what's going to happen next? It all begins. You just get to get a little bit of whittling in and boom, things start just happening in the neighborhood. Raise my hands with phone, turns and drives to a road, drives on sidewalk. Must have been drinking. That guy must have been doing something. Yours has Flame Animal by Dopey. Want to see a pic? Yep. Yes, I do. Yes, we do. Why wouldn't we? Anybody get a parakeet? The parakeet from Kaiser. I kind of want to get one. I would have to pay for it. Not that I getting much free right now anyway, or I expect to. They are smaller, but it is also the button. This one's a button actuated liner lock. So if you look right there, the button pushes the liner lock in. It is a smaller knife though. So you got a button lock, but you've got the strength and the reliability of the liner. So button actuated liner lock, like my grouper, which I can't, there it is. I couldn't find, and here it is. So this is the Kaiser mini grouper, and it has a button actuated liner lock. So if you look inside there, you can see the liner. So it's an internal liner lock actuated by that button. Pretty nice. Stacy likes the green one. I also kind of like the green one. The clear is kind of fun because you could do something underneath it maybe. But I almost think that I'd agree. Ooh, is this one copper? Oh no, it's Altum. My eyeballs. That's Altum, micarta, aluminum, and then green aluminum. I could get the green aluminum and then do a white laser mark on the green aluminum, which could be fun. They are smaller, but they're pretty cool. Go for the porcupine. Porcupine. Is that, yeah. Without getting into it, I don't do Vosteed. No Vosteeds for me. They would have to reach out and give me a reason to, because they've given me reasons not to. And so, you know, I don't downplay, or I just don't, yeah. Vosteed's currently not a company that I promote. That could happen in the future, but they would have to make it right first, which is fine. Mini grouper is cool though. Look at that. The action on this. Yeah, but when your customer service treats you really bad, and then then to make it right, they do something worse, and then they don't seem to care. It's like, yeah, you know, I'll just take the refund and give my money to somebody else. It's all good. It's all good. No worries. For those of you that are in the Midwest, if I'm not into telling stories, whatever, Dale, but if you want to know the story, just go to the channel, look up Vosteed, look up the Ankylo, watch me buy an Ankylo, and then return it for a different Ankylo, and then decide to return that Ankylo and get my money back. They had fair opportunities, and what they did was, it was like, yeah. Save the date. July 19th, 1 month from today. Join us from 10 to 6 at American Edge in Rice, Minnesota. Brand reps, food, drinks, giveaways, raffles. Gonna be a fun time. The 5th annual Minnesota Knife Enthusiast event, July 19th in Minnesota. In Minnesota. For those of you that are in the Midwest and want to try to come meet up, whoever's going to be around that wants to, I'd love to meet up beforehand or meet up there, hang out, maybe catch some dinner afterwards or something like that. Or if, you know, depending on how far you're away, you want to travel or whatever, hit me up. I don't know exactly what to expect. I've never been to this before. If you've ever checked out American Edge, they're just a company similar to like a Blade HQ or Knife Center or whatever. Nice guy, sells a bunch of different brands of knives. He's at the shows, all the different shows I've seen him at. Texas, Atlanta. I saw him at the Midwest Knife Makers Guild. And then the one that we went to in Wisconsin, what was that one called again? Badger, the Badger Knife Show in Wisconsin. I met up with a few of you there. But yeah, I'm excited. Anybody in the area want to maybe do that? Brian? Maybe I'll quit my job and head up. Yeah. It's not a huge knife show, but it'll be a fun event. So anyone who's within a few hours away, do it. Get a hold of me. Badger was a blast, Brian. I wish there was some more knives that I saw. I have a feeling like this one will have more folders and stuff. The Badger was...
Richard Kirkland subscribed to the channel.
Right on, Richard. Welcome to the channel. Gonna try, but no guarantee, Brian. Yeah, I mean, it's all good. But if you are free and you can, dude, definitely let me know. Hit me up. If anyone ever wants to get a hold of me for anything, here's my contact. Instagram, KDKN4K. Click on there. You know, new messages don't show up on the messages until you go in and accept them. So I try to get in there and check my fresh messages every day to see if I got anyone new. Don't get a ton of traffic on there, so I'm not in there constantly. But I try to post pics regularly. But this should be fun. Any chance to meet up with some fellow knife people? I did meet a guy on the plane on the way to Atlanta. You know, it's like you can kind of spot the people like, oh, we're leaving, we're going to Atlanta. Try to find the people that got a knife shirt on or something like that. And then I ran into him a couple times during the show. Can't remember his name right now, I'm sorry. But I'll probably message him, see if he's going to be around. He might meet up here. He picked up a couple really nice knives. Had a nice skeletonized Rosie. Okay, he sent some pics. Use the mobile app. Oh, it won't even let me. Brian, you're so secretive with your photos, too. What's the deal with that? Every photo Brian posts, you can only look at it once and then it's gone. And then you probably can't screenshot it either. Hold on. Yeah. There's the one side. We're only going to be able to, this is it. We're looking at it and it's not going to be viewable in a second. So who did the custom mano on there? That's pretty fun. I like the randomness of it. Randomness? We'll go with that. We will go with that. Okay. What? Home. Dude, I took a photo at the park yesterday. Here it is. Tell me that doesn't look sick. Dude, it's this spindle that's just used as a little tabletop. So it's outside to the elements. And you can see, obviously, the wood's got metal screwed to it and some stickers ripping on it and, like, wood kind of separated and falling apart. Tell me that's not, like, pretty much the perfect background for a little knife photo. How do you change it, Brian? I don't know. I don't even know how to make it set like that. Whenever I post a photo, it's just always there. And every time you send me one, it only lets me look at it once or twice and it's gone. Does anyone else know how to change that setting? I suppose if you Googled it, ask Jeeves or something. Ask Jeeves. And I'm dated. Instagram's default if you take images in the mobile app. No, it's not, Fook, because I never did anything. Oh, I take the photos in the camera. I've never taken a photo in the Instagram app. I just take the photos on my phone and then upload them to Instagram. So I guess that's how it works. Dog pilot. Yeah, I think that background looks sweet. That's fun. I've used it a couple times. I like to do it in front of one of the lasers. This is a $180,000 laser I got at work. But the outdoor shots, bro, look at that. Clean. Just find a nice spot outside somewhere. Yep. If you know, you know. Anybody ever see him do it on Big Idea? Oh God, Blaze Show is so fun. Did you guys see this thing? You push down, it clicks halfway. You let go, it clicks the other half. You push down, it clicks half closed. You let go, it clicks the rest of the way. So it's kind of a down, up, brings it through. Tell me that's not just crazy. Brian's going to try out the new method, Fook. We'll see. We will see. I haven't seen Wheezy's in a while. That was a fun dye job. Oh, here's that other table. Oh, where's this streaky stuff? That's cool stuff too. That is cool stuff too. Okay, holy God, it's 8 o'clock. Sweet Sassy Molassy. All right, I need to clear off some space. Kaiser Hawk. First DLC coated knife right here. Drop shut. Some people say they don't like the action on this, but dude, I like the sound too. Haven't seen Homer Phelps in a while. Okay, I gotta get some of these. I gotta get a lot of these out of the way. Give me a second here. Alright, you live there. You live here. You live here. For now. Oh, hello. I need to carry that one soon. Arl. There. Okay. Can move some of the Blade Show knives over here. Good. Kaiser, CJRB ref. What's my problem? I don't know if I have a problem, I have issues. That's what I have. I have issues. Right? Many issues. Alright, let's get a couple more of these out of my world. For now. Alright. We're almost there. We're almost there. Ta-da. Was that the new knife? Looks like the new coral from Wii. Are we talking to me or are we talking to a pick? What did I miss? How does what compare to the action of the Militar? Now they are permanent photos. Fook Doozle for the win. That's kind of fun how they did that. what would you call that? Almost like chameleon skin or something. That's a fun looking knife. For sure. Look kind of like a chomp stout knife. All right, we're ready for a little experiment time here. I don't know what happened. It was 6:20. Next thing you know, it was 8 o'clock. Brian, which one are you talking about comparing to the action of the Milita? I apologize. I wasn't. My focus is all over the place as it usually is. Oosh. Oh my god. I forgot I had those too. Oh boy. I have all types of stuff we could do. And here I am rambling on. I love you guys. I love you guys. 2 hours just flies by. Barely even realize. Brian, that knife looks sweet. Digging it. Digging it. How many people we got in here? 33. Okay, before we do this, oh, the grouper. Grouper is great. Mini grouper is great. That button actuated liner lock, look at that. Super good. And then you're literally getting a liner lock but actuated by the button. Fantastic knife. I love it. Okay. So, before we do this little sharpening experiment, I do want to start hammering down and I want to get going. I'm going to put a box together. Blue Leopard. I think that sounds good, Brian. I'm putting together a pass-around box. It's going to be on the more, not quite premium side. Maybe, like that $60 to $100 range. But maybe we'll also throw a couple gas station knives that are cheaper. But long story short, I'm going to put 6, 7, 8, 9 knives into a box and then pass them around to whoever wants to get in the group. And then when it gets to you, you can look at the knives and you can do nothing and ship them to the next person, or you can take a few and swap them for knives from your own collection. But you have to swap with an equal or greater value. You can't do multiple knives to equal one. So if it's a $100 knife, you have to swap with a $100 or more knife. You cannot swap it for $10 knives. Does that make sense? Is there anyone who is currently in the live right now that would be interested in that? The basic cost is nothing. You'd be doing trades, or you don't do a trade, but the one cost would be you would accept that you would then, when you're done with the box and you're ready to ship it to the next person, that you would then pay for the shipping to ship the box to the next person. So basically your only real cost is that one-time shipping fee, which could probably be maybe 15, 20 bucks is what I'm going to imagine it'll be. And then I want to, at least get maybe 10 people, pass it around. I don't get to participate because I'm going to be putting knives in it and trusting that they either get swapped or they don't, or whatever. Can you put a churro worth 200 in the box? Yes. Steve K. I'm going to say Neil Valley is in. Regardless. I've already got his address, so just send it to him. Snail Trail Dale. Lanyard Man, you still in here? I think Lanyard Man is in. I think Laid Off Pete is in. I think Brian Kerr is in. Mo Patty's got to get through her own knives first. Well, Pat, if we put you on the list, you might not get it for a month or so from now. I'm on a list with the Tri-State group. There's like, I don't know, I think there's 25, 30 people on the list. Renee Ramon sent the box out. The initial box went out in February. It is now mid-June. I am still like 7 people away, so I'm assuming I'm not going to get it till August, which is fun. But that's cool. Fred the Log. Right on. See, we've already got a little group. That's all we needed. We're gone. I was a minute behind. Oh, Brian. Yep, been there before. What was I on the other day? And I ended up being... God, look at the beautiful focus of my hand. Would you like to do that to my face? There we go. That is crazy but fun. Isn't that Mopat? I totally forgot about it. And then I went on Tri-State's Discord the other day and I was like, oh my God, pass around, where's it at? Fred. Yeah, Fred's in that pass around. Fred, how long ago did you get that last box? You got that one like weeks ago. What's up, Dave? Scott's in? Scott, I don't think I have your info on Instagram yet, do I? I don't think we've chatted over there. Whoever is Instagram, or whoever is interested, I know you're saying it here, I am making a list, but go ahead and send me a message there on my Instagram, and we'll get going on it. It's going good, Dave. We're just hanging out. The first 2 hours whipped by way quick. I'm not really sure how that happened. Last time I was in a pass around, you had 72 hours with the box. Yeah, Brian, we want to try to limit it to that. You get the box, you have it for a few days, you get it to the next person. But like I said, that one that I'm in, I think there's 30 people on that list, and like 20 of them have got it already. 20 times 4 days. 60 days or whatever, or 80 days. That makes sense. It's been like 2.5, 3 months. At the beginning of Tri-State's pass around, you take a picture of what you took and then move the box along. I haven't seen anyone do it since. 10 pyrite lights, only if there's something that's $30 in there to swap for. I'm going to go ahead and just put Titanium Justin on the list. And we know that he will not be putting any pyrite lights in there. Yeah, Fred, I did go back and look through that list, and I did see some people have posted what they've taken. Because that's basically, you kind of keep it a secret so people don't know exactly what it is. So you get the box. And then if you take, like, you're like, oh, I ended up taking this. And so then when you mail it to the next person, you'd be like, this is what I removed from the box. You don't show what you added. You just show what you ended up removing. And then we kind of make sure that everyone plays along and doesn't rip everyone off. Dave got hung up at the park, threw a round in the heat. It was pretty warm today. Can you ask TKE or one of other Discord mods to make you a small channel? Oh, I have a Discord, Fred. I have a Discord. I haven't invited or had anyone in it ever. But I've had a Discord for years. Put you and Pete close so you can do lunch when you hand it off. Yeah, that's the other thing that I saw Renee does, is you take everyone on the list and you kind of put it in order. You take a map. So if here's all the people in the United States that are on it, and then you send it around a loop, so the people that are close or whatever. And that, in that case, like Brian and laid off Pete, they live close by, so they can just hand it to each other. Mo Patty says, why not? See, why wouldn't you? You might as well. Writing Mo Patty down. Nothing's finalized yet. Nothing's finalized yet. Yeah, Dave, who was it? Someone asked if I wanted to disc, and I said, yep, no, I gotta work tonight. They're like, work? It's not work. It's fun, so it isn't really work. All right, got a nice little list so far. Anyone get a hold of me, you're interested in that. I'm gonna finalize it very soon. I've already started going through some knives. I might do a little variety, so as long as you are replacing it with an equal. So if there is like a $20 gas station knife, you can swap it with a $20 or more, 100 more or whatever. Yeah, nope. Yeah, no. It was warm out. The only reason why not is if you hate fun, whimsy, and checking out knives. Yeah, I got in one that Renee did that I knew I couldn't even. It was like the $400 to $600 range box, and I managed. Renee was like, "You want in?" And I'm like, "Sure." I'm like, "I'm not." I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to swap because I had nothing in that range that I could swap. But at least I got to look at them. I reviewed them. I saved my reviews and I posted them as videos. You know, so it was fun. I know how to set up Discord, says Stacy. Yeah, I have the Discord. I'm set up. I just haven't invited anyone to it. Fred delivered the box to the next person. Did a little show and tell at the same time. That sounds great. See, that if people are close, anyone who is close to Fred that wants to do a little meetup, show and tell, Fred, I need to call you, and we can work on that soon. That last weekend did not work for me. I apologize. I've been busy. What happened to my light is becoming a quitter. It's like not sitting. Come on now. Why would you do this to me? We're fine. We're fine. Oh. It's creeping. Excuse me. Okay. Very soon. I'm putting the box together. I'm going to finalize it. We're going to get some addresses figured out. I guess I'll get that. We're going to set it up on my Discord soon. Secret Santa? God, we talked about that a long time ago too. Or Justin, was that just you and me? We're just going to get each other something? Like, all right, here's the price range. Let's just, you just buy something for someone else and then come check out my Discord server, a place for all type of topics to discuss. Share love of knives in the community. Stacy Bolster Blades. Been there. I'm in it. Invite me to your Discord. I don't even have that up on here. It's not even on this computer. I'll get it set up. Oh, Dave, I'm doing a pass-around box. Basically, I'm going to put a bunch of knives in a box and mail them to somebody, and then they're going to get them. They look through it. If they want to do a swap with equal or greater value with one of their knives, then they can, and then they mail it to the next person. And then they look at it, and if they see one they want to swap, same goes. And then by the time it comes back to me, hopefully I have a box with the same amount of knives, but they're different. Kind of fun. Oh, you mean KDK? I think, yeah, Stacy, I think Fred meant invite me to your Discord. I'll send you a link, Fred. I want to get it all, I don't really have anything set up in there. I have it, I just haven't really set it up. Let me get it set up, and then boom. Dwayne Letterman! Dwayne, you want to get in a pass around for a max of around maybe $100 knives approximately? I'm going to be doing one soon. If you want to get in, it costs you nothing. You just have to get the box, look at them, maybe do a swap, and mail it to the next person. But if you want to get in, Dwayne, let me know. I'll write you on the list. I'm going to put it together. I'm going to get it set up on my Discord, and I'll get everyone invited. And we'll be getting it going very soon, actually. Let me know if you're interested. All right. So a coworker, anonymous friend coworker, I said I would do this for free. What about the wooden knife art? So just to confirm, we can't add 15 gonzos for no. You can add anything you want to the box, but if you take something, you have to replace what you take with something of equal or greater value, not multiple things to equal said value, but one item removed gets replaced with one item of equal or greater value. 5 CR SOGs for everyone. Will the poop knife be involved? I can't get rid of my poop knife. I could buy a new poop knife. But yeah, as N Valley said, you can really, like the Tri-State one gets a little wild. People start adding just silly things. You want to throw in some extra stickers or some swag or some stuff that you want to give away or what have you. It'll get fun like that. All right, so what do we got in here? I got to meet Dwayne Letterman the week before Atlanta. We met up with TC Blades and SC Knife Monkey. Fun times. I am so jealous, Fred. That sounds great. So here we are. We have the little knife set from wherever it was she got it. She's used these. They are not sharp right now. New poop. I'm old stool. Know me? What's up, Cicero? Which one should we do first? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one should we start with the small one or start with the big one? I will send the poop, you send the knife. Squidgy. Notice how the light, you see how the light's changing? No, it's not. Now what I'm trying to get it to. There, do you see that? Boom. See all the lighting and now my face changed colors? That's ever since I put the lights back there that Stacy gave me that illuminate the entire back. It does that. I wonder what happens if, let's try another. Should we try another color? Blue? Totally different. But see how like it'll when I get in close it'll start to change. Ooh. The camera doesn't know what to do. I love them though, Stace. They're nice and bright. They work good. Fred the Log says, yeah, there were hats, scales, stickers, lanyards, etc. in the box. Right. I'll probably throw a few little fun things in there, some patches and some stickers and a few little junk swag, well, you know, things like that for people to swap in and out. I got that Blue Man Group thing going on. Right? Okay. The old lemon cutter. Actually, these handles feel really nice. I like the wood. I don't know where these are from. I know their value is not very high. She said sometimes it feels like they don't push through things very well, but they all have this print on there, and the print probably slows down the blade. So maybe considering blasting, we could sand blast, you know, maybe not the flat, but that first grind, like from there down. Thoughts? All right, test number 1, lemon knife. What do we give that? What do we give that? I give that a not sharp. We don't even have to, that's just bad. Okay. I'm gonna there's no chips. No real big chips or anything, so we'll go ahead and the fun test of this is we're gonna do it with just the field guide work sharp. So this isn't something that you would necessarily do maybe heavy sharpening with, but this is just a fun experiment. It's like, what can we do in a short amount of time with this? All right, so what I like to do is get on that when I know it's bad. We're gonna do a few passes on the 200 grit side here. Being sure to kind of pay attention to the angle of that tip as it comes around. I've done a lot of stone sharpening, so I'm pretty used to holding an angle. Sometimes people have a little bit of an issue kind of maintaining the proper angle as you're doing the sharpening. So we're just gonna do several passes. I heard the Blue Man Group is stopping in July. The end, huh? All right, we're gonna switch to the 600 grit side. What sharpening system do you use the most? Do you sharpen often? Do you sharpen not often? Do you wait till they get very dull and then do it? Do you sharpen? I actually use this a lot, but I just go in and just do little touch-ups because I don't use my blades a lot before I touch them up, so then it doesn't require anywhere near as much work to maintain it versus if you cut with it every day for months. Like these have probably been used over and over and never been sharpened. We're getting somewhere on the old limoncello. That edge actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, I just have a $20 Lance. Use the Workstart Precision Adjust Elite, but I strop a lot more often. Stropping is great. Stropping, it's pretty amazing what a little leather strop can do. Sorry if I lose my talkativeness sometimes and you start probably sitting there with my mouth just Alright, we're gonna move to the ceramic rod. Alright, and then a couple back straps. Test one. Trying to clean up the paper. But you see that already? Look at that. Now, again, can't attest to the quality of this blade steel or what it, how well it's going to actually hold the edge. But we're going to go in here and we're going to just give it a little bit more. I'm going to go back here and refine a few more nice deliberate pulls. But this is just going to show that you saw that had absolutely no edge. I didn't mess with these. I didn't touch them. I didn't do anything to them. I just know that she said they are not sharp. She uses them a lot when they're camping, and they're going camping soon and wanted to kind of clean them up. And I thought it'd be fun just to show like what can you do in just a few minutes with a field sharpener. No pull throughs here. Lansky angled rods. No good way to know what the angle your knife has or what it should be sharpening at. You just kind of feel it. You look at it, you see it, you kind of get it where it needs to be, and you can kind of just tell. You just kind of get on there and you just got to go for it. And the more you do it, the more you kind of get a good feel for it. And if you have some, you can lay them like that. You can put your finger right here. And then when you lay the blade down and then you bring it across the stone, you can maintain your finger on the stone, which then keeps that angle that you've created. Fred's got a TS Prof Pioneer, rarely use it, but once in a while. Do you have to sharpen your knives, or you don't make too many cuts too often? Use a marker on the edge, run a blade along, and see how well you do by wiping it off. Yep, I've seen people do that before.
Cicero subscribed to the channel.
Thank you for subscribing, Cicero. Oh, I can just tell. Feels a lot better already. I didn't put a timestamp on when we started. Practice, practice, practice. I appreciate the subscribe, Cicero. I do need to put a little more compound on that strap. Oh my, did you see that? Not bad. Not bad at all. Kind of makes me wonder though, do I want to just, what do you guys think? Do I just need to keep cutting paper until it starts getting dull? Oh, I caught the paper. Or how do we know how long it's going to hold that edge? Nice little curve. A nice micro strop dials it in. So what was that? 5 minutes or less? Decent little edge on it. I don't really use knives too much, but when I do, I like to resharpen. We're going to leave that one. Let's try the big one out for fun here. Wife back, gotta go. Hey Fred, thanks for hanging out. Always good to see you. Oh my God. Can you, I mean, it doesn't even, do you see this? This is as dull as I have ever, it doesn't even feel that dull, but that is just, that is crazy. Thanks for stopping by, Fred. Always good time. We'll talk to you soon. I'll send you my Discord link. Okay, so this thing is whacked. This has never been sharpened. This has been used and abused, and it is not holding nothing here. Let's see what we can do here. And 834. This is a little bit large of a knife for this size stone. So it's kind of a struggle. I wouldn't normally sharpen a knife that's larger with this size of a stone, but here we are. Generally you want them to be more down, so the longer you have to sweep across, you're kind of putting them more at an angle. Maybe the paper will fatigue itself and split. It wouldn't even. All right, Dave, got a shower, make some grub. Good to see you, bud. Maybe catch you this weekend. I almost have to do sections, like go to here and then go to here and then try to get a sweep, because you want to do a little more, you want the lines going this way, you don't want them too much Maybe if you angle it like that. Yeah, kind of like that. Happy wife, happy life, no doubt. I don't know if I recommend the larger knives on this size stone. I would almost want to go get the bigger stones that I have and just kind of do this, which I might end up doing later. This was, again, just a kind of an experiment, kind of see what we can do with just a field sharpener. Let's say you were camping and you had, this was the only sharpener you brought with you. The Cerakote is what's, yeah, I almost want to, we were talking about maybe sandblasting that off. But you can see, if I can get the angle, we've got a line, we've got an edge. Turn it over. Come on, focus up. There we go. Damn Cerakote. All right, move to the 600 side here for a bit. Is it better to go? Almost. I'm trying to think of the best way to get more straight up and down lines. Yeah, I'm not sure I would really recommend the longer blade with this smaller one. I've never really tried anything big blades on this little guy. All right, couple of minutes. I would almost say I'd grab the rod setup I've got. I'm kind of trying to do it all on this, but this might actually work good with the rod system I have that I use once in a while. I'll show you in a second here. All right. That Cerakote sound is gross. Plus the 200 grit just is rougher. I mean, you guys saw where we were. I'm trying to use the full length of the blade here. I am by no means going to claim that I'm a pro at sharpening. But 5 minutes on a small work sharp field sharpener, and that's what you get. That was great. That's fantastic. These may not hold that blade edge for long, I don't know, but we are showing right now. All right, Henry G, what's up, Henry? Christopher Wheeling. All right, let's try it again. You just saw it. That was dull as dull. Going right into the 200. Yeah, this is a manageable size right here. We're gonna speed round this one. 1 minute. It's really about, got to make sure you just get a good feel, hold the same angle. It's a lot of that is just making sure you're keeping your angle consistent. And if you're not, you'll notice, because you'll end up getting rolls and stuff on your final edge.
Paul Mills became a member. Paul Mills celebrates 11 months of membership, almost a year.
11 months. Thank you so much, Paul. Much appreciated. Almost a year. All right. 600 side.
Kevin Smith and Knives became a member. Kevin Smith and Knives celebrates 6 months of membership, 6 months of Dan the Man.
6 months of Dan the Man. I got lucky with 6 months of Kevin Smith and Knives. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you so much, Paul. You guys really appreciate it. It's amazing how much time flies. Glad to have you be part of the family. Always a pleasure seeing you in here. All right. Ceramic rod. Hit this thing up.
Stacy Bolstead Blades became a member. Stacy Bolstead Blades celebrates 12 months of membership. Whoop whoop. Wow, yeah. Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji.
Potty pop emoji. Whoop whoop. Stacy for a year. Congrats, Stacy. I'm sorry it's taken me so long. I owe you so big. It's gonna be gorgeous. I'm gonna have to throw some extra goodies in. All right, we've got a minute on this one here. One minute. I mean, we could spend a little more time, but we don't really even need to. And if you're new to sharpening, you haven't done it much, you don't have to, you know I don't mind. I mind, Stacy, I mind. I have a particular set of skills. Skills that make me a nightmare. Who for people who do not like and subscribe. Thank you, Fook. I've always been into more of the freestyle sharpening though, so I've got kind of used to just being able to be consistent with an angle. I still don't say I'm a pro or anything like that. I just do what I've learned from others. I mean, that is, oh, we got a little teeny spot right out there that I'll probably have to go in and fix, but a couple of minutes. Was that the last one? No, there's one more. I'm probably going to go in and actually spend some more time on these and just kind of really make them screaming. This is just to kind of show that you can take something like this. Did you hear that? Oh. That is... crazy. That was the strangest Liam Neeson. Well, you know, Kathleen looks like she's back up. All right. Should we go even quicker? Let's just do 5 passes on each thing. We just saw the crapness of it. All right. We're going to go 5. Then we're going to go 5. Switch to the 6. 5 more. 5 more on the other side. 5. 5. 1. 1. I don't know if it's enough. Yeah. Not bad, really. There's definitely a couple burrs that we didn't get, but it's crazy what you can get fast like that, right? The paper is cutting the knife. Right? All right. Spend some more time. Keep your angle. But if you haven't got, I mean, I'm not backed by these guys. I paid full price for this Work Sharp little field sharpener, but I've been pretty happy with it. I mean, I mostly just have to touch stuff up. I don't let things get very dull because I don't make tons of cuts, and then I'll just go in and just give them a little touch up, and you can get it right back to a nice screaming edge really fast. But even this is just showing right here some inexpensive knives. How long will they hold their edge? Well, if they don't hold their edge that long, but it only took you 2 minutes to sharpen it, you can spend 2 minutes sharpening it every once in a while and you go through them. That 2CRMOV is the shiz. Have a good night, Mo Patty. Thanks for hanging out. Always good to see you. I got to talk to Mo Patty briefly in Atlanta. Sometimes I like to just make a couple nice, real slow. You don't have to go fast. If you're still new and you're practicing, you can literally do all your passes like this. Nice and slow, very deliberate. And then I like to kind of release a little bit less pressure as you've kind of done it a few times. You don't need as much pressure. You can kind of lighten up the touch a little bit. They're not my kitchen knives, Kathleen. These are a coworker, friend from work. Basically, she was like, yeah, can I pay you to sharpen some of my knives for me? And I'm like, no. But I'll sharpen for you for free. And then she bought me a 4-pack of Red Bull, which is a sweet, very nice, but unnecessary. I was like, yeah, I'll sharpen them up for you. Why not? Well, I don't know how long they'll hold an edge, but I'll give them a go. So she brought them in today, and here we are. I'm just trying to mess around. Didn't spend very much time on them. I'm going to spend a little more time off camera, kind of make sure they're nice and screaming and sharp and as they should be, so they'll at least last a little bit longer. Maybe talk to her about some type, picking up something for keeping them maintained a little bit. Am I locking my wrist and lifting my elbow? Oh, did you see that right in the middle? Right there. There's a spot. And it catches. There it is. So then you can pay attention and be like, okay, it's right there. And then you can look at it and find it. And then make sure you kind of focus on that area. I mean, you still want to focus on the whole blade. But you want to make sure to kind of pay attention in that spot. And if you have to give it a little bit more, kind of to refine that section until you get rid of it, work it out. Maybe it was just a burr. Maybe all you needed to do was just give it another little strop. And that might be all you need. And it's still there. You can see that bump, right? Just a little bump right in the middle. Not bad. For some silly, what do we think though as far as that coating on there? When I talked to her, we talked about maybe going up to the first bevel. There's a little bevel that's right across here, about a 1/2 inch up, and we could tape it off, mask it, and then blast that off. Then it might push through your cuts a little bit better, but who knows? You're a good man, Dan Kenman. Thank you, Christopher. I'm all right. I mean, here we are. These do not have nice little handles on them. I like the way that feels, and this one here, especially the longer blade. Ooh, this one really took a razor for being longer and having a little harder time on that. Yeah, these are holding up all right. I mean, sit here and cut up a bunch of pieces of paper or some fruit or something and see how long they actually hold it. But I'm fairly impressed. These are all right. Who knew? Who knew? Get the grandma wallpaper off these. Well, some people, this fits their deal, If they were mine, yeah, I'd probably just blast them off because I think these handles are great. The handles feel really nice. Very solid, well-made, one-piece handle. So they basically forced the blade into it, probably glued it in. But there's no seam on there. See that? It's literally like a dowel that they shaped down. And they feel really nice. The grip on these handles, they feel really good. So the Cerakote surface finish or whatever is something. All right. Put these back in their sheaths. I will probably touch them up a little bit more. But if I bring them back to her tomorrow already and they're all nice and sharp already, she's going to be like, whoops. Very cool. That turned out. If you want to pick one of these up for $30, I don't have a link or anything like that, but work sharp, $30. I also use this one a lot. I've had this for like 20 some years. Smiths. What do you guys know about Smiths? So it's got the guided rails on here. So then basically you set it up, you can have it on the pointy side and then the curved side. You go like this. And you're basically just running them so you keep the blade straight. You've got that angle, that angle, that angle. And I can sit there and do this 40 times, do it a swap, do that again, and then give it a strop. And you can really get a hair shaver. And it does have a diamond stone right here. So if you want to get in and do a little fine edge on that diamond, that glue came off of there. But this one's actually a nice little sharpener for being as old as it is. These work pretty good. Bought a Smith's pull-through years ago when you didn't know better. Yeah, the old pull-throughs. I mean, they basically make a jagged, ripped up, gnarly mess that's kind of sharp for a while, but it's eating away at your blade. No doubt about it. Let's see how terrible this is right now. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. 8:54, we did it. Look at this, the empty table. Go over here. We made it. Another night. Definitely get a hold of me. I'm going to get my Discord rolling and I can give people links to that. But for now, if you do want to get a hold of me, I'm on Instagram right here. Feel free to do that. If you want to get in on this pass around, it doesn't really cost you anything. It's just going to cost you one-time shipping. And then you can do some swaps. If you want to do some swaps, anybody in here right now that didn't let me know already that are interested in a pass around that's going to be starting up soon, feel free to comment, let me know, or message me and let me know. And it's happening soon. Very soon. My Demco. Where's Mick? I haven't seen Mick in a couple of weeks. Or was he here last week? Take care, y'all. See you soon. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Robert. We're getting there. 10K coming up soon. Do a little push. Got another 100. We're going to do a big, fun giveaway. Lots of stuff on the docket. I actually ordered another knife to put in for the giveaway. Probably show off everything pretty soon, or maybe we'll keep it a secret. I don't know. I haven't decided. I was thinking about maybe putting all the knives for the giveaway out, and then the first person to win basically gets to pick which one they want, and then the second person to win gets to pick which one they want. I think that might be fun. I'm about to run as well, Fook. It's been a good year. Funny story, I tried to sharpen a machete with it. Bro. How? Screaming. It's screaming. It's a long day, hard day's work here. Putting my edge on my old machete. It's not very sharp. I tell ya. Picked up the email limited slim and magna cut. Banger. Hell yeah. Demcos are great. I would like a more premium, heavier. I added the titanium scales to this. These were the aftermarket titanium. I beat them up, blasted them. Color doesn't show up very good. They're very bronze. Little bit of blurple purple in there from the heat anno and the regular anno, and then the battle damage I did to it. I think it looks fun. I like it. It just doesn't show up on camera very much. It kind of seems to be all like the same color when it has a lot more variety to it than it appears. And the titanium scales make it just heavier. Feels much better. I love it. Fun stuff. Woo! That's it. That's all. Bada bing. Bada boom. Get a hold of me. Don't feel like you got left out. What'll end up happening is we're going to make the list. We'll get it started. I'll send out the pass around box to some people. Ah, the backspacer. You like that added on titanium backspacer? That's fun. The thing is, we start the pass around, we could still add people to it and kind of rearrange the pass around list potentially. But I want to try to get as many people, get it all kind of ready before we start or whatever, so we can kind of organize it. But yeah, let me know if you're in. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being a member, subscribing, just being here, being part of the community. Tons of fun. 10K is almost here. Pass around coming soon. Giveaway coming soon. What else did I miss? Yeah. Lots of fun. Woo! See y'all in the next one. What's for dinner? I'm hungry.